Now, thanks to FIFINE, they sent us the best mics in their lineup. And that is the Tank 1 and the Tank 6. Welcome back, everyone. This is Legendary Ray here. Now, these are the flagship mics for the FIFINE lineup. And I'm very excited to check these out, review them, and use them. Now, these are called tanks for a reason because they are some of the heaviest mics I have seen and used. So if you plan on getting one of these mics, you will need a more updated, higher quality boom arm or mic stand for these mics. And don't worry about that because FIFINE has got those also. So let's check out these two mics and see what comes in the box. Okay, so right here we have the Tank 1. Got your little instruction booklet, and there it is. There's the tank. So it comes with your little adapter, and there it is. Got the FIFINE logo. Nice, clean, no buttons. Now this is an XLR only type of mic. You got your little levels right here, and your XLR plug. So pretty much that's it for this unboxing. Not much to show, it's just the mic and the adapter. But I think at one time, FIFINE did make a white version of this. Obviously this is the black version. But I think at one time, maybe for like a limited edition, they did make a white. And I wish they'd bring that back because it obviously looked good in my setup. I got white behind me. You can see the AM8 Pro T and possibly replaced by one of these two mics. Okay, so that's the Tank 1. Let's check out the Tank 6. Okay, here's the Tank 6. Now this is XLR and USB, so you have the option for either connection. Okay, instruction booklet. Again, your adapter, USB to USB Type-C and USB Type-C. So I like how FIFINE does this little adapter. That way you have the options for any USB-C type connection. And here's the Tank 6. Now you got your two knobs up here, one for your mic, one for your headset. And on the back you have your XLR plug and your USB Type-C plug. And your audio jack for your headphones. Then a mute button on the back. Simple unboxing, not really much to go over, but that's what comes in these boxes. So now let's move on over, switch out this mic behind me, probably the Tank 1 first. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, we are back. So I have the Tank 1 attached to the BS2 mic stand, also paired with the SC8 mixer. Obviously this is going to work perfect with the SC8 audio mixer. And also I am using the FIFINE XLR cable. FIFINE did not send the cable to me. Purchased this on my own. It's roughly around $24, $25, something like that. So let me know what you guys think. Now there's not too much adjustment on this mic because again, you are supposed to use an audio mixer for it, which will give you all your settings and gains and volume control and all that good stuff. Now let's go over the buttons or switches on the back of this microphone. Your frequency control and your mid boost. So I'm going to show you the quality of each one. Right now I currently have the mid boost set to both switches. Okay, I'm going to adjust the top one to be flat, and this is the sound quality with the top switch in flat mode. Again, this is only XLR doing a sound test for the two switches on the back. Okay, now switching back to mid boost. Now switching the bottom switch to flat. And this is the sound quality of the bottom switch set to flat. And here in a little bit, we will switch the top one to flat as well to show you the quality of that. Again, this is just a sound test, testing the switches on the back. Okay, switching the top switch. And on my SC8 audio mixer, everything is just set to normal. And this is the sound quality with both switches set to flat. Now I'm going to switch back over to both mid boost. And now we are back to mid boost. So let me know in the comments which audio setting sounded better to you. And later on, I'll switch to a normal XLR cable, not one from FiFINE, but just a standard one that you can get off Amazon for like 8 to 10 bucks. So right now I'm going to switch over to that, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so I switched over to the XLR generic brand, and as you can see, it's right there, got the 90-degree angle. Now again, this XLR cable is roughly around $8, $9, $10 on Amazon. So, and I do have the mic in mid boost mode with the 2 switches. So let me know what you think of the quality of this so far. Is there any difference between the FiFINE XLR cable or this generic cable? Again, I won't know until I go into post, so please leave a comment and let me know what you think about it. Okay, so that is the quality of this mic. Now let's switch over to the Tank 6 and compare it to the Tank 1. Okay, now we switched over to the Tank 6. As you can see, it's got the little knobs on the top for your headset and gain. Right now, those aren't really going to be available to us because I do have it plugged into the SC8 audio mixer. So all the gain controls and everything would be on the mixer. So that's why these are kind of void right now. But good thing about this mic, it is XLR and USB compatible. So you can use either or. And later on, we are going to be switching to the USB style to see the quality of that. So right now, this is the quality of the Tank 6 with the XLR cable. Let me know what you guys think. Again, currently on the BS2 stand. I like this stand. I really like this stand. Not only does it hold the mic very well, but I also use it as a headset holder. So I like the double usage of that. Now let's switch over to the USB style and see the quality in that. Okay, so we switched over to the USB-C connection, and now we can use the knobs on the Tank 6. Obviously, one is your volume control and one is your headset control. Then on the very bottom, I'm not sure you can see right there, the green light, that is your mute button. So you just press it, goes to red. Red means you are muted. Press it again, goes back to green, you can start talking. So this is the sound quality of the USB-C connection. So let me know what you guys think about the quality and if there is any difference between the XLR cable and the USB-C cable. So now I'm just going to ramble on for a little bit, just give you a good sound quality test. Now both these mics, the Tank 1 and the Tank 6, are the top of the line for FiFINE. The Tank 6 retails roughly around 115, maybe 120 on Amazon. The Tank 1, roughly around $100. Now, obviously you can get discounts throughout the year, like on Prime Day or Black Friday, you know, those type of sale days. I think the Tank 1 on Prime Day I saw for $85, something like that. So your best bet is probably going on Amazon. They have deals all the time, but FiFINE definitely has a mic for you in your... Now, as you can see behind me, I have the K688 CT microphone that I reviewed and the AM8 Pro that I also reviewed from FiFINE. Now, those two mics are very budget friendly. Now, you can get the K688 CT microphone by itself for roughly around $50, with a boom arm, roughly around $65, and the AM8 Pro, roughly around $55, $60, with a spring-loaded boom arm, probably an extra $10 or $15 on top of that. So if you like a little RGB in your setup, definitely go with the AM8 Pro. Obviously, the Tank series is not RGB equipped, and neither is the K688 CT microphone. Now, if you're really on a budget, that's probably your best bet. It does come in black, white, and I think pink, but the Tank 6 is definitely the top of the line with FiFINE. And I just love the options where you have the XLR and USB option. Okay, so we switched back over to the Tank 6, and I'm going to finish the rest of this video using the Tank 6 to give a little bit better comparison. And now let's go into my final thoughts about these two products. So obviously these are two great products, two great mics. You can't go wrong with either one of them. The only difference is, or the only decision you got to make is if you plan on getting an audio mixer at some point. With the Tank 6, you don't need an audio mixer. with the Tank 1, you do. Because really, if you pick up the Tank 6 and you get an audio mixer, obviously the knobs on the top, the buttons on the top, are void if you have an audio mixer, because you can set all those settings on the audio mixer. So again, you can't go wrong with either one of these mics. They're heavy duty mics. The quality is great. These mics will last you for years and years. So yes, they are $100+. And if you really can't afford that, FiFINE has more budget-friendly options like I talked about earlier in this video. So if you can, pick one of these up or pick a more budget-friendly mic from FiFINE. You can't go wrong with any of their choices. So I just want to say thank you guys for watching. Thanks to FiFINE for sending these out for me to review. It's always a pleasure reviewing your products. I love all your products. And I hope to see more from FiFINE, and you'll definitely be seeing more from me. So I'll see you guys in the next one. And remember, don't be great, be legendary.